All right, Joe Cook here, post-game with Debra Clark. Tough loss tonight, 50-52 to Bethune-Cookman, but one heck of a second half. I mean, you guys really rallied there. And Daly shot, so close yet so far. The last second would have put the game into overtime. What are your thoughts as that shot went up?
Well, I thought it was a good look for her, but as I reflect back to the entire game, had we played the entire 40 minutes like we played the last 8 minutes, it wouldn't come down to that shot. And the last thing we said before coming out in the locker room, we have to play 40 minutes. We talked about the Savannah State game where we had a little lull there. We were fortunate to come out on top without a complete game. So I hope they learned their lesson without suffering a loss. And it seems like, we had to take a hit to understand that you had to play the entire 40 minutes. Because had they not been able to do what they did in 8 minutes, they cut a 17-point deficit down to 2. So if you use that energy throughout the entire other 32 minutes, things are much easier for you. And I think it has to do a lot with our youth, but they have to understand you have to protect home, you have to beat teams that you're capable of beating, and you have to do the little things. So I just hope it was a learning experience for them because FAMU's coming in Monday, and that's good for us because there's not a lot of time to think about it. You have a short memory. I think it's still fresh in their minds what we didn't do, and we have a chance to recuperate and recover on Monday.
And that second half, I mean, the rally was just amazing. I mean, like you said, 7 points down. About 8 minutes left, you guys were down 12. And it seemed like you guys flipped on the switch, that full court defense. You guys forced 17 second half turnovers and got 12 steals all in the second half. I mean, how intense was it to see the team just pick up the intensity and match?
It was great to see that they were able to do that, and I really, felt sorry for them because I said you work so hard to get back in the game. I felt they deserved to win, but when you think about it, it goes back to playing the entire game. They played mostly, they played well the entire game. We had our pressure. They responded in some spots, but I just think we came out very, very in a lull. They dictated intensity and toughness. We backed down until we saw we had dug ourselves a deep, deep hole. Now we want to play. And you can't win like that in this league.
But players did step up. I mean, Ray Corbo led the team with 16 points, Sarah Daly with 13. And Whitney Long, the tough shooting night, she got all her points, 8 in the second half.
And transition. And we also learned that, if your shot's not dropping for you, things are not going your way, you have to work extra hard to make some things happen for you. Get a steal, get a turnover, crash the offensive boards. Sarah and Whitney didn't have a good shooting night, so they got to work a little bit harder to be productive for the team. So it was a learning experience, I'm sure. They had their heads hung, which I can understand, but, win, lose, or draw, I said you got to have a short memory and get ready for the next game.
Right. And then next game is Monday night right here in Eccles Hall at 6 p.m. as Norfolk State hosts FAMU. For more information on women's basketball, as always, NSUSpartans.com.